Now see, so that completes a basic concept of polynomial, okay? Now we are going to start what is a value of a polynomial, okay? Right? Suppose px is 2x square plus 5x plus 1. Then what is p1? P1 is in place of x you should put 1. 2 into 1 square plus 5 into 1 plus 1. So it is 8. So this 8 is called value of polynomial px. At x is 1. If I put x is 2, then my P2 will be 2 into 4 plus 5 into 2 plus 1. So it will be 19. So 19 is called value of polynomial at x is 2. Clear? Now, what are zeros of polynomial? Values of polynomial, and now we are doing zeros of polynomial, okay? What do you mean by zeros of polynomial? Yes? Zeros of polynomial, suppose you are given any polynomial. Clear? Tell me, what do you mean by zeros of polynomial? Can you tell me? Zeros of polynomial? Suppose px is any polynomial, right? Then zeros of polynomial is a real number c, which makes my px 0. So how do I define zeros of polynomial? Yes? You have learned. Zeros of polynomial px is a number c such that pc is 0. By putting x is c, my px takes value 0. When value of polynomial at x is c is 0, then x is c is called zeros of a polynomial. Clear? In order to find out zeros of polynomial, first step is equate px with 0. After equating px with 0, you can find out value of x. Suppose x is alpha, makes my px 0. Px is 0 implies x is alpha. Then alpha is called zeros of polynomial. Px. When any polynomial is equated with 0, then it is called polynomial equation. What is called? It is called polynomial equation. If px is 0, if polynomial is equated with 0, then it is called then this px is 0 is called polynomial equation. So zeros of polynomial are also called roots of polynomial equation. What is called? x is alpha, then alpha is called zeros of polynomial px, or we can say that x is alpha is a root of polynomial equation px is 0. When polynomial is equated by 0, then it is called polynomial equation. And the x which makes my px 0, that value of x, we call it as a zeros of polynomial, or we can say roots of a polynomial. For example, check whether -2 and 2 are zeros of polynomial x plus 2. I am asked to check whether 2 and -2 are the zeros of polynomial x plus 2 or not. By putting x is 2 in my px, my p2 is 2 plus 2, it is 4. So 2 is not a zero of px. But if I put p of -2 in my px, it is -2 plus 2 and it is 0. So -2 is called zeros of px, okay? -2 is called zeros of px is x plus 2. Clear? Suppose, just converse of that. Suppose you are given px is x square minus 16 and you are asked to find out zeros. Find zeros of px is x square minus 16. Then what is the first step? Equate that px with 0. When x square minus 16 is 0, x square is 16. So my x will be plus or minus 4. So plus or minus 4 are called zeros of px is equal to x square minus 16. Clear? So 4 is also zeros of x square minus 16 and minus 4 is also called zeros of x square minus 16. Are you clear about zeros? Directly and converse way, both way. Suppose you are given polynomial, you can find out their zeros. Suppose you are given some zeros, you are asked to check whether the following real number are zeros of polynomial or not. That also you know how to check. You just put those value of x one after other in your px, and by putting x is that real value, real number, if my px is 0, then that real value of x we call it as a zeros of a polynomial. Clear? Very basic.